We're going through the infinity hovers and the prone. Really, really amazing exercise, no matter what your goals are. This would be a good thing to follow up after you do some shoulder, thoracic, and scapular cars. The goal is really to create scapular control and even try to expand our range of motion with that. So important that we're really focusing on our positioning. If you don't start off in the right position, then you're not going to be able to stay in the right position. So what I always really harp on is that the ribs are tucked under us. We can do that by exhaling, and then she's going to go ahead and trap some air right here in her lower abdominals. It should feel like a little bit of air is pushing the ground away from her so that her belly button stays nice and strong. We don't want her sternum to lift off of the ground, so I don't want you to use your spine. I actually only want you to move through your shoulder blades and your actual shoulder. So we're going to start off with the hands in the lower back. She's going to squeeze these shoulder blades together, and she's going to try to get her elbows to get as close to each other as possible. As you get more and more internal rotation, you can lift your hands up higher and higher. For now, just to give you a really good rep, we're going to go ahead and start off low. So we're going to go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you're the coach, giving some nice cueing and light touching here is going to really work wonders. So we can get her to there. The first step is just to lift the hands off. So lift the hands and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. If you're going to build this move up on someone for the first time, really suggest coaching-wise to kind of break it up into pieces so they can really understand each one and not just skip past them. This is super hard, okay? So next, get squeezed, go to the next step. She's going to lift, and we're going to straighten out the arms, still keeping the scap squeeze as much as we can. Now she's just going to bend the elbows and come all the way back and relax. One of the things that I like to say is, we're just breaking it down, but one of the things I like to say is if you're able to do 2 reps in a row without resting, then you did not work hard enough. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for tons of tension and really working our ass off. So let's go through the whole thing now. So those are just going to break down every single spot when you're on your own, but those are how you're going to do it. So she's going to straighten out the arms now. Now we're going to keep the scap squeeze, but she's going to rotate from the shoulder as much as she can here. And then she's going to keep the scap squeeze. We're going to come all the way to a nice big Y with the thumbs up to the ceiling, fully externally rotated, just like your shoulder car. Now she's going to keep the elbows straight. We're going to start to turn the hands inward and reach back up to the ceiling. Good. Keep turning in. Squeezing the scap. Now we want to pull this up to the ceiling so she can reach up. Now bend the elbows at the last second and slowly return to the lower back. So that's going to be, and then you're going to give them a nice little rest. So that's going to be one of those variations. The other variation is going to be a little bit bent arm in the second part. So we're going to go ahead and start off again. Squeeze the shoulder blades, sniff that air in, straighten out those arms. Good. Now she's going to rotate fully here. Keeping that squeeze, trying to pull those hands up to the ceiling. Get all the way to the Y again. Now that we're here, we're going to bend the elbows and we're going to pull our shoulder blades into our back pockets. Once she's there, she's going to try to keep these from the ground, and she's going to reach back and get right to her lower back. Turn those hands inward. That's that internal rotation and extension. Now go right to the lower back and relax. So that's going to be the swimmer. Amazing exercise, no matter what your goals are, but even if you're a bodybuilding bro or whatever you're trying to lift, go right into the gym, get your warm-up in, hit a few reps of these before you do your pull day, your deadlifts, your back workout, and you're really going to feel it.